very exciting. I think it's just so refreshing to be able to play against other teams from overseas. It's been so repetitive this past 2 years, so we're looking really forward to this and really excited.
How's it, guys? It's me, Change Coach Dalin, and welcome to Play by Play with the DHL Stormers. I'm so excited because my heroes, my champions, are over the seas and getting ready to kickstart the United Rugby Championship. Today, I'm chatting with one of my favorites. Oh, you're going to love him. Ladies and gentlemen, the co-captain, please start the clapping, start the screaming, start the cheering for my hero, Salmaan Moerat. Yes! Salmaan, how's it, brother?
How are you doing, Coach? Very nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
I'm excited. Firstly, Salmaan, before we get going with any of the business, I just want to say massive congratulations on the marriage. Blessings on blessings to you and your partner.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that.
Beautiful stuff. And more good news, Salmaan. You're fully fit. Your muscles are in a good space, back from injury and ready to give us all those big knocks. How's the body feeling in Italy?
It's feeling good, Coach. The past 2 days has been tough, but it's nice and warm out here, so we're enjoying the sun. But it's been really good. We just finished a tough session, so one more session tomorrow, then we'll be off.
Lovely stuff. So back in the mother city, home of the DHL Stormers, the weather's been a bit moody, going from spring into summer, into winter, into autumn, all in one day. What was it like being back on the plane, going from country to country and going from season to season?
Oh, it's been nice, Coach. I think the first day was a bit exhausting. Obviously, with the traveling, we need to catch a connecting flight. But when we got there, we got some good time to ourselves, and we got to catch a swim, got to sleep in. Had a flush out session in the gym, and then from there we just kicked it off.
Salmaan, you mentioned a flush out session. Coach has no idea what a flush out session, because we got water restrictions in Cape Town. Tell me, what's a flush out session, brother?
So basically, Coach, what it is we just try to get the so-called travel out of your body. So you'll go to the gym, you'll have a light cycle for about 20 minutes. You'll do some weights for about 20 minutes, and that's it, just to get the blood flowing again. Okay,
magic. I like that. I'm going to try my own flash out session at home, even though I only travel from the lounge to the kitchen, but it's fine. I got your blessing now. And then tell me, Salmaan, on the flight, who was the guys that were sleeping the most, that were catching on some nonsense, that were, just doing things in their own time and not really listening to what the coach's orders were?
I think generally everyone was really rustig. I think there was one or two guys that, walked from aisle to aisle, just making chat with everyone. But, everyone was just very rustig, got their movies out, watched a few movies. And then from there, with guys tried to get some sleep. I struggled personally to get some sleep. The space wasn't really that good, but we don't complain. It was fun just to get there.
I'm sure traveling must be difficult for you, because you've got about 2 meters of muscle just in between comfort on the plane. How do you sleep on the plane? On your bicep or tricep?
Yeah, luckily we've got a very cool manager, Uncle Chippy. So Uncle Chippy always sorts us out with at least an emergency exit. So that's what I'm saying. I won't complain. It was good. It was good. You need to compromise here and there because you're slightly bigger, but yeah.
Well done, Uncle Chippy. We appreciate you. And we don't want you to be any smaller, Salmaan. We like you with those big knocks.
Got you, good.
Keep getting bigger, champ. Keep getting bigger. Okay, let's move to the on-field business. You're in Italy. First up, you said it's a bit hot. What's the temperatures like? What's the conditions? What's the grass like? What's the air like? Is the sky blue in Italy? I don't know. I've never been.
Coach, just beautiful conditions. There's not much of a breeze. So it's really warm at the moment. I think today was about 30 degrees. We just finished our session. Boys will be doing the recovery now. We're fortunate there's a pool here at the hotel, so that's quite nice. But the weather's been really nice. I mean, if you compare it to back home.
Lovely stuff. And off-field, have you guys managed to enjoy some of the food? You mentioned pizza. Have you got involved with some of the local flavors?
Quite funny enough, last night we actually got our first gelato at the hotel. It was really, really nice. It's quite nice just to get to know the culture here.
I was gonna say, Salmaan, before we get into some of the cultural stuff, what's it like for you guys meal-wise? How much junk food are you allowed to eat? Because We don't want to get a little boop like Coach when you come back.
Yeah, I think there's a very nice variety at lunch and supper. There is the option of, like I mentioned, the ice cream and your pastas, but obviously it's your own responsibility to take care of yourself and to know what's good for you. It's a long tour, so you don't want to get too ahead of yourself now. But yeah, there's a nice variety always.
And going into the opener against Benetton Treviso, so tell me, what will the week be like? You got a couple of games going into match day. What's the general trajectory as you head into the kickoff time?
We finished our Tuesday session. It was like mild tempo, just a bit of clarity. Tomorrow will be our high speed session. It's where we want to cover most of our plays and to cover some high speed. And that's pretty much the gist of our work for the week.
Does management does Dobbo and Chippy allow you to turn their arms to say, hey, can we go a bit sightseeing to check out the local attractions in Italy?
Yeah, at the moment we are under a slight quarantine, so it's going to be interesting to see how it changes up on Thursday. But as far as I know, we'll have some time to ourselves. Hopefully, we can go into town, depending on how strict the restrictions will be on us. But we're certainly looking forward to go and explore a bit.
Nice stuff. And Salmaan, what's it been? This is the new normal. It's your first time over the seas in the pandemic. In a new country, you had quarantine. You had to be in a certain space for a certain time. How's that been, just emotionally and mentally, just adapting?
Coming here, seeing that majority of the people are not wearing masks. It's a completely different environment to back home. It's so refreshing just to know that there's a bit of normality here and you're kind of part of it. It's nice to be part of that.
Magical stuff. And Salmaan, to yourself, first up, like I said earlier, congrats on being a co-captain. Big deal. Big deal. Well done, brother. How's it been so far? Knowing that you got the senior statesman, the responsibility of knocking everyone awake in the morning, saying, "Come, guys, got to get out in the field."
No, Coach, it's been good. Obviously, it's a massive privilege and always a lifelong dream of mine. It's quite nice to be in a team setup like this. There's some very good leaders, so it makes your job at the end of the day a lot easier. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm just happy to be back and just taking it step by step and not getting too ahead of myself, Coach.
And we're happy to have you back, Salmaan. It's been an absolute pleasure. Finally, very important. Any pre-match rituals that we need to know about that you get into, just to give us some insight, you or other guys?
I'm not very superstitious, if I can put it that way. I like to keep it simple. I like to hydrate constantly, so I have lots of water throughout the day. That's about it. When it gets to game time, then I just try to switch on, play some music, and that's it.
In closing, just a message to the DHL Stormers fans and your family back home, the rugby family.
To the fans back home, our families, we just want to say thank you for all the support. It's a new competition. We are really excited. We hope you guys are all excited. We are hoping to make you guys proud, and we'll always just do our best.
Salmaan Moerat, you absolute champ. Glad to see you playing the bounce over the seas, navigating your way in the new space. And thank you so much for making time for Coach. I'll be WhatsApping you every day. Don't blue tick me. I've seen the blue ticks. I want you to reply. Okay.
Got you, Coach. Thank you so much for having me.
Cheers. All the best, Salmaan. Cheers.